All right, fellas, I think we back at it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. What up, fellas? Everybody's good?
Great.
Oh, man. Welcome. It's season number 2, episode number 9. 9. Nef. Dylan Curl, Raymond. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. You got to represent, player.
I wonder if he's Asian or not. I don't know.
I'm telling you, Raymond.
No.
I'm telling you. But anyways, welcome everybody to the episode of The Tech Hustle. We out here live. We about to kick things off. We got a whole show set aside for us today. And definitely, big shout outs to everybody down here in South Florida dealing with the cold weather. We've been dealing with a little bit of cold, Raymond.
I feel good.
Yeah, I'm still struggling. I mean, it's January. What is today? The 23rd? Why are we still dealing with this?
I don't know, bro. This is what it's all about. You know, this new weather climate. Big shout outs to everybody up north dealing with that snow. I seen that.
Good for y'all.
I had the heater on this morning and last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I love it.
Well, we're definitely going to jump right into the show. Let me give y'all a real quick rundown of the show today. So we're going to have, I'm going to give a TED Talk today, a tech talk. And what happened is that I briefly mentioned about some of the stuff I was working on last episode, and I had somebody else reach out to me again and be like, hey, can you dial it down a little bit more and get deeper into the technology? So today we're going to be talking about containers, virtualization, VMs, and containers. And definitely give y'all some insights on that. We're going to have D Hustle give us some quick news. And then we're going to have my guy, Raymond Nuggets. Ooh, Raymond, don't call him Ray. He got a few gems to drop today, especially if y'all got some TikTok accounts y'all need to get rid of. He'll definitely fill us in. And then we're going to come back around with D Hustle with sports, current events, some sponsorships. Big shout outs to our sponsor, Marvelous Creation. What's up?
Shout outs.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get a chance to drop some info on the I guess she has a special or a menu coming out
for Valentine.
Oh, y'all better get ready.
Yeah,
Raymond, you ready?
Yeah.
Raymond, you ready or not, player? Valentine's Day is coming up.
Not ready. I'm never ready for Valentine's Day.
And then I'll close it out at the end with some updates on our tech tour coming up and some new video or a talk that I did overseas that got dropped. So definitely gonna give some space for that. But how does that sound, fellas? What do y'all think?
I feel good about it.
Yeah. How about y'all audience? What do y'all think about it? Give me a round of applause. Oh, we're getting right into it. Thank you, D Hustle. Tech Talk Up. Thank you so much for that intro, player. We're going to jump right into the conversation today, and we're going to talk about a technology called containers. Have either of y'all ever heard of containers before?
And ladies and gentlemen, this is not ship containers.
No, not shipping containers. Thank you for that clarity real quick, D. Yeah, I'm talking about operating systems being able to containerize applications so that they can almost work like they're the only thing on the computer and or isolating it from other applications. But the thing about containers, and I can't really talk about containerization without first talking about virtualization. Are y'all familiar with VMs like VMware, a hypervisor and things like that? And let me tell you, this is like all of us has been in this industry for a good minute. And in general, this technology got introduced in the early 2000s, specifically around virtualization. And we'll get to containers, but I want to make sure that we get some clarity on what and why we're doing this. So if you think back in the days, and I'm going to say the 90s, 1999, 2000.
You sounded like my kids and I was talking about fucking back in my days.
Back in the days, when we used to install programs. We used to install programs only on the computer, right? And that one computer basically managed just one application or one program, right? So let's say SAP is something that you messed with back in the day, right? D-Hustle. So we would actually have one computer install the SAP server on it, and then that computer, that's all it did. But one of the challenges we ran into during that history is that computers start to have more capacity, meaning that they used to have more memory, more disk, more CPUs, and they just became really big in terms of like mainframes. You remember those pictures of those big mainframe computers and stuff like that? So those used to be individual computers. But one of the problems that we had is that when you install an application, if you don't use all of the resources on there, you're basically wasting resources. So there was this technology that was invented, basically creating something called a hypervisor, which you're able to take that big old mainframe and split it up into smaller computers.
Right.
So that mainframe would not just be one computer hosting one application, but it would be a mainframe or one computer hosting many computers, and inside of those many computers runs an application. And that's where virtualization came in. Now, virtualization hypervisors, you may have heard of VMware. You ever heard of VMware, Raymond?
Yes.
Yeah, VMware is one of the first ones that came out, really get enterprise with it and really just take it to the next level. There were some open source versions of the hypervisor called Zen. Big shout outs to Citrix Systems. You remember Citrix? Yeah.
Citrix.
I worked at Citrix for a minute too. And Citrix actually helped, bring forth Zen being one of those hypervisors that was open source and being able to take it to another level. But the challenge with virtualization in that time is that you actually created more work for administrators of these computers, because we used to have to manage just one computer, being that big mainframe. Now we're actually managing 5 to 10 small computers on that big mainframe. Right. And that actually became a challenge for us to be able to manage them. And also resource allocation and just basically how you carve out the computing resources on those mainframe computers still introduced some inefficiencies because it didn't really give us the flexibility that we needed. And forth comes a technology called containerization. Now, containerization is the next level of isolating that workload or isolating that application, where instead of installing another operating system or each of those many computers having its own operating system, is now you just have the mainframe's operating system, and then inside of that mainframe, the application is isolated in its own workspace. Now, I know some of this technology and conversation might be a little bit over people's head, and that's all right. And this is what the Tech Hustle is about, is just giving y'all some enlightenment on some of this stuff. But the value around containerization is now that we can actually reduce the amount of resources that we're isolating, not at the operating system level, but down to the application. So let's say, Raymond, you install like a web application. What is Microsoft? IIS, isn't that what the Microsoft Web Service is, right?
Yes, IIS.
And if IIS itself is just isolated into a container, you would probably need no more than 1 gig to 2 gigs of memory and maybe 1 CPU. That's what containerization gave us, is the ability to narrow it down to that use case instead of having to install a whole virtual machine, an operating system, and then installing IIS on it. Or in the Linux world, installing something like Tomcat or Apache type of web services. Now, this technology is not new, because that technology called containerization came out in about 2004. And the reason why I know about this is that back in 2004, I was at the keyboard working, for the state of Florida at the South Florida Water Management District. You remember the South Florida Water Management District?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big shout out to South Florida Water Management District, CIO over there. What's up, DP?
What up?
And one of the things that working there at this agency is that it gave me a chance to work with containerization so early in my career. And actually, if I think back, it's about 2006 is when I was first introduced to it. And we were able to level up in terms of just the amount of resources we were able to consume inside of one of these mainframe computers running on an operating system called Solaris. Do y'all remember Solaris?
Oh, yeah.
Sun Solaris?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Solaris 10, Solaris 11. Those are like one of my foundational Unix operating systems that I got some skill sets with and sharpened my knives with, because during that time, they introduced a concept called zones, which, if you look under the hood, it's containerization just a few years before it actually was introduced into the Linux kernel. Now, we're going to jump all the way to about 2008 time, where there was this technology introduced into the Linux kernel, specifically around C groups and namespace. And I know some people are like, what is he talking about? But if you want more information, come and holler at your boy. I'll definitely give you some more insights into this stuff. But containerization is two kernel modules that were introduced in the early 2000s, C groups and namespace, that just gave us that same facility for us to containerize applications. Now, I'm going to fast forward to about 2013, where something that was introduced that everybody should know by now, which is Docker. You ever heard that word, Docker containers, Dockerization? So Docker itself basically introduced a way to simplify the use case of containerizing applications in the Linux operating system. And, it just leveled up the game. And definitely big shout outs to the whole team Docker. And definitely, if you're not familiar with this technology, I really want to encourage y'all to check it out. Containerization has changed the game for us, especially when you're talking about the scale that we had at Twitter. Because I mentioned during last episode that, it was like hundreds of thousands of computers around the world. But y'all also didn't know that it was hundreds of thousands of containers that we were running around the world. So let's say that we had 100,000 computers. We literally had 500,000 containers running. And this is where the cool part of my job working at Twitter is introducing that containerization at that level and watching us being able to scale it to that very hyperscale or hyper distributed infrastructure. So what's up, Raymond? It just looked like you got something to throw out there.
Yeah, a question for you. So it sounds like this containerization has been pretty has it been mainstream? Do you call it containers when you're talking in general? Because even where I hear some of the guys and the server guys, they still say, hey, we'll spin up that virtual machine for you, Ray.
Yeah.
Do you say container or is it a virtual machine? Is that two different things or what?
Those are definitely two different things. And what you'll find out is like a lot of people still haven't adopted containers fully, right? Because it does require you to change your applications. And that's why I wanted to talk about containers before I talked about the next week's concept, which is microservices. If you don't really make that transition to containers, you can't really adopt microservices so that you can scale at a hyperscale, because you are right. Most IT organizations are still spinning up VMs. But when they say they're spinning up a VM, or let's even go back, when you start up an instance in AWS or GCP, you're basically spinning up a virtual machine. Is that you still have to manage that virtual machine like it's a real computer. So, yes, they are two separate things, and everybody hasn't fully adopted containerization yet. But when you're working at hyperscale, like Twitter scale, Google scale, Amazon, let's say Facebook, they have a product called Tupperware, Facebook Meta, and like OpenAI, all of them are using containerization in the background. You all, in terms of consumers of those products, just don't know that it's a container. You might think it's a virtual machine.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was getting at, is how mainstream this is. So, okay, I guess that answers my question, Dan. Okay.
Yeah, that's why we're here, bro. The Tech Hustle, man. We're here. I'm trying to get our community leveled up to the bleeding edge new tech. And really, when you're talking about just the value of me working at Twitter, this is what I bring to the table. It's like, hey,
facts.
Virtual machines are definitely the thing that of past. Let's transition into containerization. Let's see how high we can go, right?
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. All right, then. So I've been chapping up about a little bit about containerization, virtualization, hardware, operating systems and stuff like that. Obviously, you can see this is stuff that I'm extremely passionate about. And I really, really, really want the community to reach out to me so I can talk even more about it. If you do check out our podcast Discord channel, we do have some diagrams, some links, some information that really just hones in the concept of what I briefly talked about. And I can talk hours about this for sure. What's up, Raymond?
Another question. Is there like a leader in the container sphere?
Yeah.
Would you say at all? Or?
So the leader in the container sphere will be that Docker is and let me make sure I'm using this right, is the runtime container orchestrator, which is Docker images. Well, Docker images themselves are kind of like the binaries, but Docker is the leader. But you can't just really do it at the level that you need to do, like what we did at Twitter with just Docker, because you need an orchestration system, something called Kubernetes. Have you ever heard of Kubernetes?
Yes, I heard.
Yes, you've definitely heard of Kubernetes. So if I would say the leader of the pack is Kubernetes, and Kubernetes leans on the same technology that Docker introduced, which is that simplified interface to access the C group and namespace and something called file system isolation and stuff like that. But if I were to say the leader of the crew, Kubernetes is it.
Kubernetes, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I just wanted to put the name, like, when you think of VMware, it's virtual machines.
Exactly.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
Who was the
Yeah, and the inventor of Kubernetes is Google. So
Really?
So Google actually one that came up with Kubernetes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that open source or is it for profit? Is it?
It's open source.
Okay.
Yeah, it's open source. And low key, the predecessor to Kubernetes is a system that we built at Twitter called Mesos and Aurora. So a lot of people don't even know that Twitter has been in this containerization game early. Since 2013, 14, we've been doing containerization. But Google's definitely leading the pack with their open source project called Kubernetes. And if you're involved, and I'll give you some skill sets, title wise in engineering. So if you're involved in DevOps, if you're involved in software engineering, systems engineering, cloud engineering, you should be familiarized with this containerization and this technology so that you can level up in your career development. All right.
All right. That's
and,
cool.
and then I'll throw in another plug. If you want to check out our GitHub repository, we got some material out there for you to learn how cloud infrastructure works, how containerization works. Yeah, we're trying to level everybody up. And remember, this is all open source. So a big shout out to everybody that's supporting us on GitHub. It's github.com/the tech hustle. Check us out. You can learn a few different technologies, including containerization and cloud tech.
Sir.
All right. So how y'all feel about that?
Feel good?
Yeah. All
Interesting.
right. So I think we're almost ready to move on to the next subject, aren't we?
Yeah.
I was low key trying to find something for you, D. Let me
D.
see if I can find this
You
thing.
are killing me.
I know, bro. I wasn't ready, man. That's the problem, man. It's like every time I get so excited about all of this stuff, I more or less always just want to make sure that I'm queued up. But we got something coming up. It sounds like 1982. Sorry about the audio. It's the best I can do for you right now. What up, player? What's good, D Hustle?
This Tyrone Bacon's baby.
What up, player?
Good, man. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Everybody spent time with the family and stuff like that. So, plus
Yeah,
I love
man.
the cold weather.
Yeah, I know you do.
No.
I know you guys are
Get away, cold
ready.
weather.
You want to wear these nice sweaters and stuff. But back to our original program, Apple. We talked about this in the last podcast. Remember how my man Raymond, don't call me Ray said,
What up?
said he was talking about the Apple version, about these pre-orders. They sold out. I mean, not sold out.
The
They're
Apple
back ordered.
Vision.
They sold out?
Not back order. You're not able to get it now. At all.
That is wild. I mean, I figured the $3,500 price range would have scared people off,
A
but
lot of people has been jumping on that, man.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
The back orders there. It's crazy.
So they're basically saying like, hey, we'll still collect that money though, but you ain't getting it until a minute from now.
Yeah, you're not going to get it. That's crazy.
Wow.
you guys put your orders in or what?
No, I'm good. The wife ain't gonna let me spend $3,500 for
Waiting
some
on
vision.
you guys to let me know how it is. So,
No, I mean, I was hoping you get it first and then we go back to it.
I actually heard that if you drop it or if you need a repair, you need to send them like $2,500 just for them to even repair
crazy.
it. Yeah, bro.
That's wild.
You don't pay 20. I'm not paying 25.
Nah, I'm good.
That's not even. That's a one there for you. Definitely.
What's up?
Continuing with Apple. Apple's watch saved the kid 1,400 feet up.
Wow.
Right.
Wait, where was he at? He was on a plane or something like
He
that?
was on a plane. Yeah. So a 14-year-old kid was altitude sickness and kept stable through the night by being monitored by the Apple Watch with the blood oxygen detection.
Wow.
Shout out to Apple.
Big shout out.
That's great.
Yeah,
So he
man.
had it on him and it detected that, or?
I guess the dad had it on him and then put it on the son. So the Apple Watch user named Joseph reached out to Apple CEO Tim Cooks, which is
The CEO, yeah.
to let him know about the incredible story that happened. His son was developing altitude sickness at 1,400 feet in Peru, which can quickly turn into a lethal if not monitored.
Wow.
So Apple just saved this kid's blood oxygen level through the night until he could arrive to a store.
Wow.
To the-
That's amazing. That's amazing. Big shout outs to Apple. Big shout outs to
Shout outs to
Apple.
Apple.
Big shout outs to technology, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the cool thing about tech is that we'll be able to do stuff like
Same
this.
way Raymond said last time, man, that option for the Apple Watch for the blood oxygen is not in yet.
Ooh.
It's banned, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop
Now
the
it's
sales.
banned. It's in
Wow.
sales. So this kid flying, I guess he was not part of the United States, but I guess he was in another country, you're
Yeah,
able
yeah.
to get it.
Okay.
You're able to get this watch in another country
That has that feature on
has
it.
That feature, and I guess he was flying from one country to another
That's amazing.
and was able to get that. And I guess
Wow.
things went well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. I hope Apple works it out with this, whatever they got going on with banning this. So.
Yeah. Some third party licensing type stuff, but yeah, big shout outs to Apple, and they need to lower the price of the Vision Pro, and definitely get more watches out there to save lives. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Right
Oh,
there.
right.
You see what Apple's saying about the Vision Pro? They're saying it's going to replace your laptop and your computer.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Well, for that price, you should. What you think?
For sure.
I mean,
For that price, I think you should.
yeah. So I mean, that's
Yeah.
interesting. So
And you know what I think it is that once you have the lens on, you can have virtual desktops. So imagine you have, instead of an LT screen in front of you or something screen, is that you have these virtual desktops and you can just basically do your work from with your headphones on. Maybe I don't know.
That's-
Well, I don't know, but I mean, from what I was advised, when you guys built your PCs, I mean, you're already almost up there, right?
Yeah, and in price wise,
Price.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
build your own,
Yeah.
you're getting up there.
yeah, that's
It's
true.
the same price.
But I don't know about that
Yeah,
though.
you know, do they have them in the stores yet? So you can go check them out at the Apple store. I'd like to go check one out. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if anybody out there listening in and you got access, holla at your boy. I mean, Raymond's trying to, give you his undivided feedback on it. So let us know. Ship us one, right? We'll give you some feedback and post it on YouTube. Hopefully Apple's listening. Apple,
yeah, product testers right here at Tech Hustle.
right here at the Tech Hustle. Yeah, for sure. All right. I guess we got my main man coming up. Raymond, don't call him Ray. Got some Raymond's nuggets. Oh my god! What's up, player? How was your weekend, man?
Bobby D? It was good. I went to Extreme down south.
Yeah.
Extreme Action Park. You guys ever been there?
Oh yeah, that place is fire, bro.
Yeah, largest indoor. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
The kids had a good time.
Yeah, I took my son out there and his, friends and all that. I had to take a loan out of my mortgage to pay for it, but it's all good. So.
Angie went too. Yeah, she had a good time.
Niece and his friends. And, good Lord. But yeah, no, we had a good time. Yeah, the go-karts out there, some of them go up to 65 miles an hour, the pros.
For sure.
So yeah, no, that place is a blast. So,
Yeah, but make sure you bring your checkbook with you.
basically, yeah. So,
It's expensive.
it is, like I said. Yeah, I took a second loan out the mortgage, but so,
Yeah, for sure.
And they charge you a high interest rate too. Huh? Why you get that?
So what's good, Rain? What's up with your nuggets, player?
So come to find out, I got a, screaming voice message or text message from my ex-wife.
Oh man.
Yeah, a bunch of screenshots and videos. Yeah. She's like, did you know this? I'm like, no, what? So apparently she sends me a video. My daughter has a TikTok account.
Oh, Angie got a TikTok account.
So I'm like,
Fire alarm.
yeah, I was like, no, I did not know this. So we need to destroy and kill this account. So for those of you who haven't encountered situations like this where you need to destroy or kill an account, a Facebook account or TikTok, I have a website for you. It's called www.accountkiller.com.
Accountkiller.com.
I don't know if you guys know this, but it's impossible to delete your Facebook account.
I
You
know
can
it.
deactivate it. It's still always there. It's like you cannot delete your Facebook account. It's impossible.
For sure.
But yeah, supposedly this website here, if encountering like TikTok accounts with my daughter that I need to delete or any other websites, you go into this website here, you type it in, which you're trying to
Disable, delete. Yeah.
It will give you instructions on how to
Well,
do
I
that.
got two things for you. Number one, before I get to your daughter, number one, am I only able to do TikTok or am I able to do other accounts as well?
Any account you want. Yeah, any account. So
I like that.
Yeah, disabling and destroying accounts is like, it's like a science. You can't do
for
it.
sure.
So yeah, check it out. If you ever encounter a situation like that, what I am, and so
And Angie being innovative, she's using the internet.
Yeah,
And
so
my second question is why you want to take the TikTok away from your kid?
Oh, that's the real
have you
dad
ever heard of
question.
the TikTok challenge and all that? TikTok was
Yeah, I've heard of so many challenges TikTok had, but
that TikTok was designed to destroy Americans. That's all I'm saying. Is all the stupid stuff they have on there and people killing themselves and doing that. I don't want my daughter on there. So
well, yes and no. It's like having her watch TV or not watch TV.
She can go on
Here goes the
YouTube all
dad
she-
debates.
There
That's
ain't
the
no
dad
YouTube
debate.
challenge. All I hear is TikTok challenge and somebody doing something stupid, robbing a car or all that. I don't want her on
As
it.
parents,
Yeah.
we should tell them not to follow that trend. That's it.
Or Raymond has a hard stand here.
I understand that completely because when my kid had Snapchat, I was like, yo, hold up.
For sure.
No. But I'd rather her do it in front of me than behind me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
See what I'm
but
saying?
your daughter is older. My daughter's 9, so
Yeah.
You're still the parent, though.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
something to think about.
I get you, kid. I
I
had the
want-
same challenges too. My son wanted Snap and Instagram and all that stuff. I was like, nah, play. You got to chill for a little bit. So
yeah.
That's what this things is now, to tell you the truth. It's not like it is back in the days, man.
Yeah.
I hear
now
you.
is Instagram, TikTok, whatever new platform that's going to come out, I guarantee you.
yeah.
For me, it's just another account, another password.
But I will say this. Somebody
Okay,
that's working
let me-
the tech.
Let me tell you something.
What up?
The TikTok CEO doesn't even allow his kids on TikTok.
I was
The
just about to say
CEO
something
of
about that.
TikTok,
Yeah.
D Hustle, does not even allow his own kids on the platform. So, I mean, I'm just saying.
I want to say you're correct, but I also want to say I bet you they're doing that shit behind his back.
The kids are.
That's a possibility. Yeah, that's a possibility. So, yeah.
Well, let me give you a perspective real quick.
If his name is Timothy, I'm just throwing the fucking name out there. I bet you his name is fucking John
On TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be anybody, right? So I guess the thing
I get what
is,
you're saying. I get what he's saying.
is we do have to be mindful of what our kids access on the internet, because if you think about what access they have access to everything, including platforms like TikTok that are purposely designed in a way for us to have attention, draw our attention away. The content may not be the best, and that's probably the more challenging thing, is like the content itself is not giving her value or giving our kids value, but it is at a level of entertainment for them. But as a parent, I totally support you 100% on making your decision on what your kids are consuming.
That's
and I
correct.
want to encourage you all to definitely look at what your kids are consuming, because they are looking at that thing more than they look at TV and or time that they're spending with you. So big shout outs to you, Raymond. Great job being a great dad, stepping in there. Just don't chop her head off though. But
I'm chopping the head off. I'm chopping the head off the account, the TikTok account.
I
That's
feel
all.
you. I feel you.
It reminds me of back in the days when my dad, how you call it, got internet, and he got all the channels. And you know, the Playboy channels.
Oh yeah. That channel was coming through.
And I kept going up the channels, boom, boom, boom. And it happened to be that I went into the Playboy channel, not knowing. Nobody told me not to get on there.
Sure.
It's on the fucking TV.
For sure.
And
Sure they
I'm
didn't.
seeing, pop, 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 know exactly what's going on. And then so my parents came in and was like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, well, it's on the TV. So that's when they said, like, you're not supposed to watch that.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. That's when the parent went in and then, like you do, black that channel, et cetera, but the TV is still there. But I'm not going to lie to you. When they're gone, I was like, that shit's still on. You know?
Expect nothing else from you, D Hustle. Expect nothing else.
At that age, my guy was out there trying to get it.
I was like, maybe they missed the channel. I don't know.
Oh,
But eventually you grow up. Now you know it's not. You're not able to go on, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
I'm going like extreme. Like even on my network, I'm blocking TikTok.
Wow, Mr. Techie.
So, yeah, so
wow.
literally, like,
I'm not going to go connect to your Wi-Fi then.
oh yeah, I went DEFCON 10. So
Yeah, I go to his house, try to go to Instagram, block.
It's blocked.
I
Everything's
was like,
blocked.
what? I leave his house unblocked.
yeah.
And you know what? He has it at the Wi-Fi and also with just regular cell phone network. You can't access nothing when
No,
you're in his
I
house.
went DEFCON 10. So
Oh well. Hey, great job being a parent, bro.
good
At least
job.
you're concerned about it, and I love you for that, kid. So keep it up,
you.
bro.
So
Keep
what I
up
want
the
you to do
good
is
thing,
have
man.
a camera next to your child, so if she goes next to her friends,
Yeah.
and then starts looking at her TikTok, they're like, "What are you doing looking at TikTok?"
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh boy.
that's what's up, man.
All right, Raymond. So I know you got something else to throw on the table. What next nuggets you got, player?
yeah, so obviously the buzzword has been the last few months now is AI. That's
Yep.
the big buzzword.
Yes,
so
sir.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Samsung's new phone lineups has generative AI in it. So,
Built into it, yeah.
and also the new Google debuted its flagship Pixel 8 It's got
snap.
Yep, it's got new AI tips and tricks in there. So
Nice.
they announced that. The only thing is, these phone companies are charging for these enhanced generative AIs.
Oh, they're gonna make some money.
That is kind of wild to me. But hey, everybody's kind of wondering, hey, Apple, you're like,
where y'all at?
where y'all at with the AI, generative AI? So everybody's like wondering, with the new iPhone 16, they don't have a new name for it yet. So iPhone 16 rumored, are they going to come out with generative AI in that, or are they going to wait for iOS 18 to put this? Well, right now, Apple is behind. They're being left behind by Google and Samsung.
That's normal. That's like the Cowboys. Expecting to go to the fucking playoffs.
You know what? That is true. You're right. Because look at the headsets. Now Apple's jumping in the game. You are correct, Hustle. You're right. I
They're
guess
always
that is
behind. They always come out.
You're right.
Like I said back, if you listen to my last podcast.
You tuned in? I tuned in. I heard it.
Apple's always the last. Google or Microsoft, et cetera, always tend to be on top of the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Then next year, Apple will finally releases, stuff. It's like, I don't know if you guys see launch dates between Google and Apple. Google is always ahead.
Yeah.
And Apple's always later.
You are correct about that. Yeah, that's always, the joke with the Android folks. Like, oh yeah, Apple, you guys are always
had
behind.
that feature.
We've been had this. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
But I will say that this race that's going on, Apple really needs to get into it. I don't think they're going to lose customers because people aren't going to get off the iPhone to go get the Samsung
you can get
or the
ugliest
Googleplex
model, shape of fucking phone ever created, and everybody's going to jump on that.
Yeah, and still ride with them.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't count them out though.
No, of course not.
I would not count them out. They're definitely going to be making something.
Yeah, and also just, still on the topic of AI, like I wanted to get your guys' feedback on this, but Samsung is coming out with some new fridges. It's going to have AI built in.
AI built into the fridge?
I heard about
AI
that.
built into the fridge. So when you scan your groceries and stuff like that, it's going to tell you if it expires or whatever. I don't know what's going to
There's a light screen. So I don't know if you guys seen, I usually go and into these Best Buys, Blends, Costco. And if you go to like the refrigerator section, there are new Samsungs and LGs that I've seen so far that has been up. Like really, that shit will talk to you.
Word.
I have a conversation with you. And
wow.
Don't get me wrong. The refrigerator is $4,000. But
I'm good.
This shit has all the technologies you need. It tells you can. Matter of fact, you look at Samsung, the one I looked at. You hit a button and you can see right through.
That clear screen thing. Oh yeah.
You can see right through the refrigerator and what's in there, what's not, and it's coming up like you said. They're gonna have things that telling you, hey, your milk is about to expire.
Yeah.
Hey, your grape's been here longer than fucking 1 month.
Yeah.
Please throw this thing out. It's crazy, man.
Low key, you know what I feel like is gonna do next is the fucking TV. I mean, the refrigerator is gonna have access to Instacart. So the freaking fridge is gonna be like, hey, you're low on milk. I've already ordered do a delivery of milk at the house.
But again,
it's not that far off.
It is very, very expensive.
Yeah.
For example. Exactly. Give it to me again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in the market for a new fridge, but
I'm gonna tell you guys a secret that I never told nobody. So I went to Boston a couple of years back, and I went to this beautiful. I like sushi. I went to this beautiful sushi restaurant, and they had one of those robots that come and bring you
deliver your food. Word.
Right, it just is automatic, and it had a line on the floor
that it followed.
That it follows, that it brings you to your food or lets you know by numbers. And I was so, it was like a kid at a store, and I wanted one so bad. And through the whole entire time with my wife, we sitting down eating. She's enjoying the food, and I'm thinking about this fucking
robot the whole time.
And I wanted one. You know how much that bitch cost?
How much?
$38,000. $38,000. That same fridge. I said, man, that shit is so beautiful. That's like another car, but I would utilize the shit out of it.
D Hustle said you're gonna have lines around his house.
I'm gonna have no, because they have it now that you don't need the lines now. They seen the upgrade. I was like, yo, man, I want this so bad. And it's just a robot. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but one day I'll show it on the
we'll throw it in here. We'll actually have a segment on it real quick.
It's crazy. I mean, that doesn't bode well for the servers and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if delivering food, if they can automate
makes sense
it
for them. You mean if the business is making a lot of
advancements in tech and stuff like that, or
if the business is going in advancement in tech, that means less waiters.
The cost of food should go down.
Cost of food should.
Yeah. I mean, but $3,800. I don't know.
They gotta pay the
jobs,
robot.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they come and serve you your food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom.
The experience, Raymond. That's what we're looking for.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The waiter still came to me and was like, "Hey, is there anything else you need?"
Yeah.
It's fine. And I said, "Yo, what kind of fucking jacket is that? What's the name, brand?" That's all I cared about. I didn't care about the food no more.
You went back to the same restaurant. They were like, "Yo, 2 days in a row."
Like, Mr. Martinez, what are you doing? I was like, "I'm enjoying the robot."
That's crazy.
Where was that, in Chicago? You said?
No, Boston.
Oh, in Boston. Oh, no, that's what's up. What were you saying, Raymond?
Yeah, no, they had the CES a couple weeks ago. The big convention with electronics in Vegas.
Oh man, next year we got to go, bro. We got to go to Vegas, man.
So they had a robot there. D Hustle was making drinks. It wasn't great. It did mess up. It spilled some of them, but I was like, come on, man. I'm like, come on. What about the bartenders that work hard trying to pay for college and all that? I mean,
so anybody was giving them tips?
No, not that I saw, but I mean, that's where we're going at. Come on,
I mean, Raymond, we're gonna have to get ready for it, bro.
Yeah, man.
Did you see what Elon's making with those Tesla robots now?
I did see like a few months ago. I don't know.
Yeah, they're literally gonna freaking put Amazon workers out of business. They're boxing and finding stuff on the shelf and taping them up and putting them on the U-Hauls and stuff like that. So
that part of it, I don't agree with. All the AI stuff built in the phone, I'm cool with, but I'm not on board with that.
Well, Raymond, you better get ready, player. You better get ready because it's coming for real.
We not seen Terminator? Do we not remember what happened? I mean, come on, man.
Actually, I was just watching Terminator this weekend. I was like,
he did have a change of heart.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, for sure. But yo, I can't wait until we add that to the list of spot we're gonna pull up in Boston, man. I want to see it though.
Yep.
All right, is that all we got, Raymond, for these nuggets? Yeah, man. You had something about some movie thing. What was that? Throw it out there real quick.
I know D Hustle's a big movie guy and all that. He's always, interested on what's latest and greatest. So if you're ever interested, you don't want to like filter through and looking through all the library of movies within Amazon or Prime or whatever your favorite stream service is. Check out this site. It's called A Good Movie to Watch.
Wow.
Movietowatch.com.
A good movie to watch.
You go on there and it just randomly spins a movie for you to watch. So pick your preferred, streaming service, Amazon, Prime, Netflix, whatever the case is. You click on it, you go to this site, and then we'll give you a good movie to watch. And usually the movies are rated at least a 7.
Oh,
so so check it out. So
we'll throw it in the chat room there for sure.
Go in the chat room, Raymond.
And yo, thank you so much for those nuggets, Raymond.
Yeah, I know D Hustle's always interested in
I'm going to use it tonight. Take a look into it. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right.
For sure. All right, Raymond, as always, we really appreciate you, player.
The nuggets, baby.
And Angie, sorry, my dear. Your pop said no TikTok. No TikTok
Angie. Until you're 12.
Sorry, princess. Sorry. All right, we got next. We got D Hustle coming back up on stage.
Oh. You know what? Don't ever touch the mic again, bro. I'm so done with this guy. I am so done with this freaking guy, bro.
We're going to work on your audio soon, bro. My bad. I thought it was going to work, but breaking news.
That's the most horrible news I've heard in my life.
Somebody would change the channel. Please don't change the channel. Stay tuned.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't mean it.
What up, D Hustle? What's good, player?
Anyway, I'm going to get something out right away. Just love and shout outs to the people in China, man. They had a 7.1 fucking earthquake.
Yeah, I heard that.
Killing 3 people and collapsing 47 homes.
Man, earthquakes. Man, there's something going on with this climate, bro. Like I said, it's been for those that's up north, like the Northeast, dealing with the snow, and now earthquakes on the other side of the planet. 7.1 earthquake. Wow.
Yep.
El Nino, is that still a thing, or?
I think so. I mean, or maybe Major Nino. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, are we talking about Elian Gonzalez?
Wow, you took it way back.
Mother Nature or whatever.
You took it way back.
But now I got CEO, man. Sony CEO, man. We gotta listen to this guy. Gaming. He said now it will be on PC, mobiles, and the cloud.
Interesting.
Sony gaming on a PC.
Yep. So gaming on the PlayStation is now going to be done on the PC.
Wow. Okay.
So the console has continued to rise since 2020, and the PlayStation division has been working towards keeping its hold to the top of gaming industry for the future.
That's interesting.
All right.
So yeah,
is any game for PlayStation or Select or what?
Any game, if I'm not mistaken here.
When is this coming out?
From what I'm hearing, it's in the works.
it says the future.
Wow.
So
Okay.
maybe a few years. I mean, they still got to make all this money back first, bro.
That's
Before.
interesting. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're competing with everybody else moving to quote unquote the cloud to host games and stuff like that. So
Interesting. Okay.
I was expecting it.
Yeah, man, it's that's good news because we was talking about that with my son playing gaming on a PC.
Yeah.
With the HDMI.
Yeah.
So that's something that's pretty
Yeah.
nice, man. Something that my man is working on. So
I will say they need to catch up because EA Sports, EA Games, Epic Games. I'm sorry, all of them are like killing that space right now. So they need to step up the game for sure.
exactly. I'm talking about sports, man. Let's get into it.
Ooh,
Let's get
sports.
into
What we
it. But
got?
before that, Super Bowl's coming up, ladies and gentlemen. And Best Buy has at least buy a TV and get $3,000 off Samsung and TLC and even more devices.
Send me that link.
Wow. Big shout outs to Best Buy, you said, right?
Yep, Best Buy.
Best Buy is trying to
Check
get
it
people
out
new
right there.
TVs.
It's TVs,
Let me
bro.
ask you, is this the time that people are buying, compared to Black Friday type thing, maybe the second most, purchased TV time of the year?
Yeah, I mean, remember back in the days, people would buy the TVs for the Super Bowl and then return it afterwards. You remember that?
Yep. So let me give you an example here. So top 5 Super Bowl smart TV Best Buy deals right now. Right? Samsung 70-inch Samsung. Right? Class Q 60C, which is the one I got for my son. He got that on 55. A 70-inch. You're looking at $1,000.
Wow.
70-inch. Down they got the Insignia, if I'm pronouncing the name right, which is Best Buy's model, Best Buy's brand. All right, a 24-inch for $70.
Wow.
$70?
All right, listen to the big boy. Ready? A TLC 98-inch.
Wow.
Right, $2,000.
Wow.
Wow.
98-inch.
That's the whole wall for me, bro.
Bro, that's crazy.
that's
but if you're
wild.
looking for some deals, man, Best Buy is where is that.
Wow. Best Buy.
Yeah, I'm in the market for an 82.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get on, Bobby D and your
In
level.
the 85 player. I don't mess with
82,
82.
no, I,
85.
I like 82 because that's the Miami one. Miami did something back in the days.
So, okay, all right,
Fucking
my
damn
bad.
Marino.
Raymond's trying to catch up though.
right.
And Raymond, I ain't mounting it on the wall unless you writing a check, player.
shit.
You last week you was saying that I just come over and help with everything that you got going on in your house. I need an invoice, before I'm gonna invoice you before I go over there. No, I'm just messing. I got you,
85.
player.
That's what you got?
Yeah, it's an 85.
85,
Yeah,
yeah, man, that's what we got.
That's what I got for the holidays for myself. So
All right.
Yep.
I should have waited though.
You should have. But football, man, let's get down dirty to football.
Oh, what's up with football? This past weekend was kind of interesting, huh?
Raven took that.
Oh man, my
knocked
boy
it out to Texas.
Lamar.
49ers beat the Packers, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I was very hoping Love can show me some love, but he did not show me that love.
Yeah.
Fucking Lions. I knew Lions was going to do something.
Yeah, they definitely came to play.
Yeah.
And Chiefs got lucked out. Bills was coming for that ass, but the kicker did not know how to kick the fucking ball.
I know, bro. That was
Crazy.
crazy.
I got a couple comments here. So,
What you got?
shout out to the Lions.
Shout out.
First playoff win in 33 years?
Big shout outs for them.
Since
Big
I
shout
read the
outs.
stats, since JF Kennedy
sir.
got assassinated.
Yes,
That's the
sir.
last time they won. This is crazy. And another shout out to is I want to refer to this man going forward now as the boogeyman. Patrick Mahomes. I will refer to him as the boogeyman now. Just please, Lamar Jackson, take us out of our misery with this Taylor Swift stuff.
Oh.
We're all counting on you this Sunday. Please, Lamar. Because if I have to see Taylor Swift for 2 weeks for the Super Bowl, I'm going to blow my brains out. So, Lamar, please do us some justice.
Yo, I seen a meme online that the only way that we're going to be saved from this is Lamar coming to play.
God,
Yeah.
but yeah, shout out to Mahomes.
But what you calling that game though?
6 AFC championship? Come on, Mahomes. I mean, he's a real deal.
Yeah.
But, come on, I'm rooting for Lamar.
Yeah, for sure. I'm rooting
So
for
what
Baltimore
are you
too.
thinking there? What are you thinking on that game?
Who are you talking to, me or to?
I mean,
you. Well, yeah.
D Hustle, go
Me?
ahead. Your input.
So Chiefs, Ravens, Lions, and 49ers. Well, here's what they're gonna do. I'm going for Lamar on the Chiefs, and
hold on. Say that again.
I'm going for Lamar, not the Chiefs.
Okay, got you.
Okay.
All right, and for some odd reason, I'm going for Detroit.
You going for Detroit?
Beating the 49ers. I feel like upset going on here.
That's what you feel?
I feel it.
I think if you don't have a soul, you got to root for the Lions.
I don't have a soul.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, all of America's going to be rooting for them,
Everybody wants to 49ers is like another.
Yeah, but you got the Bay Area is going to be out there repping, bro. Niners fans, I don't know if you've ever seen Niners fans. They ride real hard,
yeah,
though.
but the Lions are 33 years, Bobby.
I want to see it.
They've never been to the Super Bowl. They're one of 4 teams that's never been to the big dance.
I want to see it. But you know what? I'm calling Baltimore and Detroit playing a big game, and then Baltimore winning the whole thing. So
of course, yeah.
I definitely want to see them in the win too.
Okay.
The boogie,
like I said, I'm going for. So here's my prediction: Ravens over Chiefs.
Got you.
Lions over 49ers. Lions and Ravens. I'm definitely going for my man Lamar.
Got you.
The weapons in Detroit is serious.
Not gonna front.
I'm gonna lie. The wide receivers is better for me.
Yeah, but don't you think San Fran is a better all around team?
San Fran, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Much love to Purdy over there, Kittles and Debo.
Purdy's looking clean though.
Yeah.
But again, I seen a couple mistakes that they did in the last game, and if they do that, Detroit's not going to.
They played like crap the last game. Yeah, they were.
Detroit's not going to fucking take that.
Yeah, they should have never struggled against. But hey, that's what the playoffs are for. So all right, everybody's off of the Mahomes train, huh?
Yeah, I've been off of that.
Mahomes already got a ring. Let's get to the next.
He's got 2.
Wasn't it? His brother was even out there shirtless. Rooting the fan?
Kelsey's brother. Retires.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you.
Oh, he retired?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Congratulations to him.
Retired,
especially getting out healthy and everything.
Shirtless and everything at the game and stuff like that. Picking the kid up to go see.
I want to make sure y'all willing to do the same for me when I go on stage out there. So
definitely.
I appreciate
Let me know if you want me to write something on my belly for you. I'll make it happen.
That's brotherly love right there. That's brotherly love.
Yeah, no, that's what's up.
Oh, so he retired, huh?
He retired. So
big ups to him.
His brother might retire too.
You thinking about it?
That's the rumor. So
I'm expecting to still see him on TV though. Come next season, commentating and stuff like that. So
but this Taylor Swift stuff has got to end.
I mean, the NFL's loving it.
Yeah,
they're loving them ratings. And imagine if they do get to the big game, they gonna love it. But I don't know.
Anyway, Taylor, whatever.
Yeah,
it is what it is. Basketball.
What up, player?
Basketball.
What's up?
Listen, man. I don't know if you guys watched that Spurs and Philadelphia game last night, man. Crazy. 2 big men's in the and right now. Joel Embiid 70 points, 18 rebounds. Wemby 33.7 rebounds.
Yeah. How about Joel welcoming Wemby to the NBA? Like, welcome to the NBA, son.
Yeah, definitely. That's pushing him around.
Yeah, just humbled his ass.
Yeah.
That was good.
I'm the real MVP.
Yeah,
that's basically what it was there.
Yeah,
much respect.
So, shout out to my man MB for 70. I don't like you because you always hurt in fantasy.
D-House is always working on his roster, right?
Yeah. I can't have players that's going to be on my bench, bro. Right now I got 4 players on my bench and that's hurt. And I'm about to kick them out because you're not making any points for me. But the thing is, if I let them go, another idiot is going to pick them up, and I don't want to do that. So I'm coming after you guys. I'm just letting you know. But yeah, other than that, man, great game, real stuff. Oh, my man and Carl Anthony Thomas, 62 points, Minnesota game. I don't know if you guys watched that.
No, I didn't see that.
Big K, 62.
Wow,
62.
Where's he been?
He's behind Edwards. I guess Edwards.
Was out.
Edwards is just the ball over there.
Oh, okay.
And my man KD, my man. Shout out to KD. Doing his thing in Phoenix.
Yep.
You need a fucking ring, bro. I can't. After that, I can't support you anymore. Okay, 43 points, crazy shot to finish the game, to win the game.
That's what's up.
Crazy shots. And other than that, man, that's all I got for sports. I can go more in depth. I did want to mention that I did have my first experience in a hockey game.
Oh, you did? Where you went to? The Panthers? What is it? Florida Panthers?
Florida Panthers. They got there. Well, they lost.
When'd you go? The Monday game or?
I went Friday.
Okay.
Friday's game.
You watch NHL?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. Diversified. Look at this guy.
Shout out to my man watching NHL.
Right.
I was supposed to go to a game earlier last year, but it didn't happen. So, a friend of mine is an Islanders fan, and we were supposed to go. It just didn't work out. But, no,
Look at you.
Love the Panthers.
Yeah, man. That's
Home
what's
team,
up.
always represent.
So it went the Panthers versus I think it was called the Minnesota Wild. Great game, man. They lost, fortunately, 6-4. Bro, best experience. I was looking for fights.
Word.
He was in box seats, man, chilling,
Yeah.
had food and everything.
You see how this cat roll? He don't sit in the regular seats. He sits box seats his first game, you know?
I don't expect anything else. I mean, it's D Hustle.
Man.
I wouldn't expect less, right?
I let you know, man. I usually don't bring jackets. I did bring a jacket. It gets chilly in there.
Yeah. Yo, were you able to follow the puck around the ring and stuff like that?
Definitely,
Yeah.
man. While I was eating a hamburger and whatnot,
It's hard, bro.
it's crazy.
Yeah, man.
People go crazy. It was a great game, great experience. I will do it again if I go with somebody. You won't catch me by myself.
Yeah, I feel you, though. I feel
So-
you. And it got to be box seat because he starts at box seats.
Yeah.
I gotta have my food there. I don't have to get up. I went up and got my food. Can sit back.
I
down.
see you.
Every quarter, everybody was leaving their seats. And you haven't seen them for the next 15 minutes
Because they wait in the line.
waiting in line.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is great.
Yeah, going back for second and third.
So shout out to Brent making things happen.
Yo, what up, player?
But other than that, man, great experience there. So,
man.
all right, this is only ending the show, people. Special shout out to
One last thing I know D Hustle is interested about this. Did
What
you
you
guys
got?
see the assault that happened the other day in the NBA?
the salt.
Yeah.
Again, too.
LeBron.
I knew you was going to bring that up.
Just,
No. This is the one you wanted.
just want to make sure that you guys saw that. I mean,
What I miss?
I
Please
mean,
enlighten
for
me.
God's sakes, the guy had a bloody arm and they did not call a foul. But I mean, I don't know what else has to be done. I mean,
if it was Jordan era, they would have just brushed it off and kept moving.
Exactly,
You know?
it's not Jordan's errand.
Right? I'm just saying.
a bloody arm, Bobby.
I'm just
Don't
saying.
Call a foul. I mean, for God's sakes, what else has to happen? I mean,
I'm just saying.
I mean, bloody arms, poked in the eye, have a mask. I mean,
yeah. He actually had another collision too, like a knee into the back of somebody, and he was tumbling and rolling on the ground. I
Yeah.
mean,
I don't know. They got a target on him for some reason. So
I got a target.
yeah, that's all I wanted to mention. So, but you know,
thank you, Raymond,
Yeah.
for the insights. The Raymond's Nuggets. Yeah. Keep that in mind.
I did hear a couple bad news for LeBron. I'm sorry, the James family. That special shout out to LeBron and Bronny.
Yeah, for sure.
Thing, but I hear my boy was telling me y'all hyping up Bronny very, very much.
the son.
The son.
Yeah,
That there is players in that team that's better than Bronny.
I believe
He's
it.
not getting the recognition that they need to get.
It's tough.
Yeah,
It's tough.
I mean,
Sorry to cut you off there, but I hear that the man, nobody talked about the game he had when he had no points.
oof.
And again, they're not showing the other kid that's in that team,
Crickets.
not showing him love. So can it be that a star that's in the team is not getting the recognition that he's getting for because all the recognition is going to Bronny's son?
Okay, now clarify the recognition. Is it just media recognition?
I mean,
or
there's
just,
a player. I'm not going to say his name. There's a player in that team that's balling every single time that they are playing a game. That does more numbers than Bronny, and he's not getting the recognition that he is. But I guess his dad is doing the, because I know he wants to play with that.
Yeah.
Much
Yeah.
love. It's not about what you know, it's who you know. But
Right.
just saying, why I'll be upset if that kid don't make it further than when he's supposed to get.
Yeah, no, okay. I agree with you. Yeah, I could see the beef there. But then again, yeah, I mean, hey, he's got a superstar dad. He's got a Hall of Fame.
I can respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
let's-
what I could respect is that if Bron seeing him balling and there's an opportunity in the draft, I mean, he should be able to speak up for him and say, hey, no, this kid's good too. Somebody get him.
We got to wait and see, player.
yeah,
Got to wait and see.
I'm
I'm
sure.
waiting to see. I'm waiting. And then I'm going to give you all that smoke when that time comes. All right?
All right.
That's
Other
funny.
than that, ladies and gentlemen, special shout out to Marvelous Creations. Right now, she is doing a Valentine's special. If you do not have a gift for your loving partner, him or her, please get the orders in now.
For sure.
Book your appointment. South Florida Fair, and now we are delivering too. So stop playing around.
Yeah,
ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen.
All of South Florida, from Palm Beach, Broward, and down to Miami-Dade.
See,
She's servicing all of them.
all of it.
And
We go
big
to
shout outs.
Orlando too.
Yeah,
all
well,
at your boy.
She'll make the trip.
Yeah.
Big shout outs to Marvelous Creation, #1 sponsor. We really appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, fellas. So what do y'all think about the show? What do y'all think? Everything was good? Yeah? Y'all ready to close it out?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see if we get the music queued up. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Well, thank you all for tuning in and listening in to us, chopping it up about technology, engineering, different thing that's going on in the industry, and definitely sports and current events. Big shout outs to D Hustle, Raymond, don't call him Ray, always giving us them gems. Really appreciate you, player. And definitely we'll keep kicking it. Now, to close us out real quick, I want to remind you all that we got a tour coming up. Did I tell y'all the name of the tour?
No.
Yeah, bring it down. The tour is called The World Knows Us, but They Don't Know Us Yet. Woo! Let's give it to us. Yeah, for sure. And included in this tour that we're going to have is a talk that I'm going to do. I'm actually labeling like a special, because I'm trying to be like one of the comedians doing a special on Netflix.
Right.
Netflix is going to pull up for us to record something soon. I promise you that. And the talk is going to be called Behind the Cloud at Twitter 1.0. For sure. And you know what? These are topics that I'm well versed on. Obviously, you heard me talk about technology at the beginning of our talk or the show here. And I'm really just trying to level everybody up on this journey. So if you're interested in me speaking at your company, speaking at your university or colleges, especially if you're in an HBCU or an engineering school and you need somebody to really level everybody up, holla at your boy is Bobby D for sure. Wow. That's the producer in the background. Thank D Hustle. But anyways, cue that music back up. We're gonna definitely close out with a call to action. I want y'all to subscribe. I want y'all to post. We're really trying to up our listeners. We definitely appreciate everybody that's tuning in on a weekly basis. We love you. So you're day ones and always will be with us. We also have our newsletter coming out this Thursday. Big shout outs to our newsletters coming out this Thursday. Recapping the year of all the shows that we've had here on the podcast, and definitely a lot of things about technology engineering. So definitely tune in. And then the last thing I'm going to drop in there is, I don't know if y'all knew, but I did travel the world last year and spoke on stage in London. Y'all remember that trip that I made? Yeah, man. So they finally posted on YouTube, so you can definitely hear and watch whole talk.
Shout out for posting it.
The title of the talk is Unmasking Imposters by Debugging Doubt. It's a little bit twist on the Among Us game, but really teaching organizations how to build effective teams that allows for diverse and inclusivity from the team's perspective rather than an individual. So definitely check it out. You'll see it in the newsletter. And yeah, big shout outs to London for hosting me and Lead Dev as the conference. Definitely big ups to y'all. All right, fellas, I think that closes us out for today. So definitely keep tuning in, subscribe, and holla at your boy is Bobby D.
Go Baltimore.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
If Taylor has nothing to say to it.